Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a notification to let you know that a photograph will be taken of each graduate on the platform. Graduates will be able to download a print quality photo at umb.ca/graduation/Encaenia beginning June 17th. Thank you very much and enjoy this morning's graduation ceremony.
Amplissime cancellari, placete tibi et officium incipiat.
Plaquette.
Please remain standing for the prayer of invocation, which will be given by the Reverend Richard Bowley.
As we take time to acknowledge this important step on your journey through life, I encourage each one here, wherever you may be on your journey of faith, into a time of prayer. Whether you take this moment to acknowledge the good that dwells within you and all your brothers and sisters beside you, whether you think of the God that watches over you and walks beside you, or the universe that spins around you, let us quiet our hearts as we seek guidance for the road ahead. Let us pray. Amazing God, you have gifted us in so many ways with a world to care for, friends to share our time, and a love that is deep and wide. We are ever thankful for all these gifts. We approach you this day that you might bless us again all those who dedicate their lives to the passing on of knowledge and the deepening of knowledge. Bless parents who guide their children in paths of lifelong learning. And of course, O God, we ask that you bless these young women and men as we honor their achievement this day. Even as we mark the end of one path, open us to see that this is just the beginning of another. Walk beside us and guide us that we might use the gifts and talents developed here for the betterment of all the world. Inspire us to use the knowledge and the experience that came from the work of so many days gone by for the work in the days to come. As we venture now into the unknown of tomorrow, give us strength. May we use it to support one another. In the many names by which we have come to know and love you, we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. My name is Eddie Campbell. I'm the President and Vice Chancellor of the University of New Brunswick. Here at the front end of our ceremony, I'd like to take a moment to recognize that our university sits on traditional Wolastoqey territory. The mighty river that runs beside us to my right was once known as the Wolastoqey, originated the Wolastoqey, the people of the beautiful river. I would now like to call upon Imelda Purley, UNB's Elder in Residence, to deliver a traditional Wolastoqey Maliseet welcome. Imelda.
Kulase kolpa Wolastoqey. Mawiyud kisiwalan kayudmanen ki dagmigomen. I welcome you to our traditional Wolastoqey territory, the place of the beautiful and bountiful river. And as all of us are responsible for taking care of it, I'd like to welcome you in a traditional way that we do. I brought a braid of sweetgrass. We call this the hair of Mother Earth. We call this the hair of Mother Earth. Today we've come together. This is 7 generation thinking, meaning 7 generations before you were educators. 7 generations after you, there'll be more educators coming. So just so you know, you're in a beautiful path of education. And that's what the sweetgrass braid reminds us of, is when we pick this sweetgrass, we don't pick the first blade we see. We leave the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh to grow for the ones not yet born. And then we pick the 8th one, knowing we've left something behind for the 7th generation. The eagle fan that I carry is the most honorable gift a person could achieve, like a diploma. I raised it up to you as you were marching in to honor your accomplishments. May you know that all of the four winds are honoring you today. The drum is a heartbeat, all of our ancestors before us. I'm going to beat it to the four directions and do a short song called The Greeting of the Day. It's a song we sing each day, each morning when we're gifted with the sun. I will go to the east, the south, the west, and the north, because each of us come from those four directions, and each of us will help each other facing those directions. For the ones not yet born. Hey, guanote, yagwe. Hey, guanote, aia, yokia away, aia, yokia away. Chunika nabazitit, the ones who went before us. May their spirits guide you on your special day today. Hey, guanote, aia, guanote. Hey, guanote, aia, yokia away, aia, yokia away. Chupsil Gilwell, for each and every one of you, in the sacrifices you made, may you see the rewards as you walk upon this stage. Hey, guanote, aia, guanote. Hey, guanote, aia, yokia away, Plataguasnick to the north. For all your teachers, all your guides, your spirit guides, your friends. Gratitude.
We're here to honor today graduates. Welcome to the 187th Encaenia. Graduates, let me congratulate you for an achievement that is just literally moments away. Your hard work and your determination have finally paid off. During your 4 years at UNB, perhaps for some maybe a little bit more, you've gained new knowledge, new skills, and you've matured into potential leaders in the future. Change is happening in the world today, but now it's happening on a global scale. It'll be disruptive, but I'm certain that it'll be for the better. That change will demand curious, well-educated, and well-motivated people to manage it and be successful at it. As a result of that, expectations are high as to what you will accomplish. And by that, I mean your own personal expectations. Your family, your friends, and your community have an expectation that you will lead us into a more prosperous society. Indeed, the university, the province, and many citizens who are facing fiscal challenges today continue to invest in providing educational opportunities for you in the belief that it will pay dividends in the future. I know a little bit about what UNB can provide during your time here, and I have some idea, frankly, of what your potential might be. Take my word for it. You have the tools to pay back that investment many times over. Graduates, you are the future, and I, for
Thank you, Chancellor McCain. It is a very beautiful day out there. You picked a great one to graduate on. I'd like to draw your attention to page 16 of the program. The medals listed there will be presented during our Encaenia ceremonies. All other medals and prizes appear below the recipients' names. These medals and prizes will be awarded at faculty awards ceremonies or can be picked up at the Financial Services Office in the IUC Physics Building. I will now ask Interim Vice President Academic Fredericton, Dr.
Medal to the undergraduate student with the highest academic achievement over the duration of his or her program on both campuses of this university. The Governor General's Silver Medal is awarded to Brandon Dougherty of the Faculty of Science. Through the generosity of Her Honor, the Lieutenant Governor, a silver medal is awarded each spring to the outstanding graduating student in each of the faculties on the Fredericton campus. At this ceremony, we will present the medals in nursing and science. I would ask each recipient to come up to the platform as your name is called to receive the medal from the Lieutenant Governor. The Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal in Nursing is awarded to Skylar McIntosh. The Lieutenant Governor's Silver Medal in Science is awarded to Brandon Dougherty.
At this time, we will proceed to the conferring of an honorary degree by our orator, Dr. Gwen Davies. Gwen.
Mary Young, to be Doctor of Science, honoris causa. Dr. C. Mary Young has been a familiar face on the UNB campus for decades, not as a student or professor, but rather as an independent scholar and volunteer. She is a biologist by training, an environmentalist by conviction, and a scholar who has made an outstanding contribution to UNB and indeed to our province. Mary Young came to UNB as the wife of Professor Murray Young, who taught history here for many years. At the time of their marriage, she was already on her way to a scholarly career in biology as a researcher at the world-renowned London School of Hygiene and Tropical Diseases. With an exceptional academic record from British schools and a doctorate from the University of London, she had begun publishing and presenting scholarly papers on the use of insecticides in curbing the spread of diseases such as malaria. However, as a young wife and mother in Canada, she put her scholarly pursuits on hold. But luckily for UNB, her scientific curiosity eventually led her to the Department of Biology, where she began botanical museum. It is hard to overestimate her contribution to the herbarium, the oldest of its kind in Canada, and the repository of collections begun years ago by luminaries of the university like Loring Wart Bailey. Here, she helped curate, map, and catalog the plant collections, and her work became not only a labor of love, but also the basis for a monumental research project of her own. She began a study of plant observation and collecting in New Brunswick, at first publishing biographical entries in the Dictionary of Canadian Biography, but then ultimately completing a magnificent magnum opus, Nature's Bounty, 4 Centuries of Plant Exploration, published last year. It is a remarkable book, elegantly written and strikingly illustrated with Dr. Young's own botanical sketches. It documents nearly 400 years of botanical exploration in the province, while placing the details in the larger culture of scientific inquiry. As a work in both history and science, it is a book about ideas, reflecting both a reverence for nature and a respect for the past. Equally, it is a testament to the spirit and dedication of an independent researcher who, unpaid and without institutional support, has persevered in her chosen field. Mary Young's selfless devotion to knowledge is matched service with her interest in rare plant species and the natural environment. She helped found the Nature Trust of New Brunswick and served it for several years as a leader. By promoting natural heritage preservation, she convinced both government and industry to identify and protect environmentally sensitive areas in the province. Without the active leadership of people like Mary Young, New Brunswick would not have held its own in the burgeoning environmental movement of the last 30 years. Talented and generous volunteers like Mary Young are rare. Today, we thank her and formally acknowledge the role she has played for many years as a valued member of the UNB community. Dignissimi Prize Cancelare Tota Universitas, Praesento vobis Mariam Young, ut admitator honoris causa ad gradum doctoris in scientia in Universitate Novi Brunswicki.
Ego admitto te ad gradum doctoris in scientia in Universitate Novi Brunswicki. It is now my privilege and a great pleasure to invite Dr. Mary Young to address this Encaenia.
Your Honour, Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Vice-Chancellor and President, members of the Board of Governors, members of the faculty, new graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank the Board of Governors for the honour they have bestowed on me. It is a rare event for me to be in such distinguished company. It is a privilege to congratulate the new graduates on their success. Graduates from this university achievement and a milestone in your lives. Today, you can throw your caps in the air as you have achieved your immediate goal. But now the future stretches before you. For many, success is the ability to live in comfort, but surely true satisfaction lies in making a contribution to the common good. Scientists and nurses are in a unique position to do just that. And so I have chosen the theme, Dare to Dream, but pause occasionally to consider your role in the grand scheme of things that is the living world. You are living through changing times. I too have lived through changing times, But today, the changes occur at a faster rate. Nevertheless, I think there are lessons to be learned from the past, and so I will draw on my experiences in biology. I grew up in Britain between the two world wars, during the times depicted in the last episodes of the TV series Downton Abbey. We lived in a brick house with no electricity and had only candles to light us to bed. I traveled to school daily by steam train. A severe childhood infection meant long hospitalization and slow recovery because there were no antibiotics. My experience as a biologist started early. During the last 2 years, I was employed by an agricultural research station on a project designed to ensure that land broken up for food production was fertile and had few insect pests. I attended university immediately after the war. The previous 2 centuries had been the golden age of European exploration of foreign lands and investigation of the deep seas, which culminated in a flowering of descriptive and investigative biology. At the turn of the 20th century, experimental biology came to the fore and was in full swing when I was a student. After graduating, I was employed at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, investigating insect resistance to DDT. DDT, the so-called perfect insecticide, had been used to kill mosquitoes in many parts of the world where malaria was endemic. Suddenly, it was noticed that where there had been intensive use of DDT, houseflies were becoming a nuisance because they had become resistant. There was a fear that this would also happen with mosquitoes, which of course in time it did. Here was a prime example of human interference in natural systems to solve a problem, thereby creating another problem. The project was a timely one and was funded accordingly. Today, many of the projects which receive funding are of immediate practical import. It is an advantage to be able to move from basic training to applying what you have learnt to some current problem. In Britain, things moved slowly. Money for science and funding for scientific equipment was scarce. I remember seeing laboratory equipment which incorporated construction toy Meccano and which could have graced any Heath Robinson or Rube Goldberg drawing. What qualities proved useful in a time of shortage? Ingenuity and adaptability. For a number of years, I lived in the vibrant heart of London. There, it was easy to attend scientific meetings and to contact other scientists. After marriage, I suddenly found myself on the fringe of America in a very different city, on Newfoundland. It was scenically stunning, but somewhat isolated. It helps to be adaptable. In the wider world, a series of discoveries were changing the face of science. The development of new antibiotics led to effective treatment of infections. Great advances were made in understanding the structure of the brain and in cell biology and in genetics. Each new discovery led to further research and to an expansion of opportunities, provided you learnt the new technology. Another example of adaptability. By the 1960s, there was a public realization of the interrelatedness of all living things. In the early 1800s, the German scientist Alexander in one part of the web of life created changes elsewhere. By the early 1960s, ecology became an area worthy of scientific study, At the University of New Brunswick, the herbarium collection of pressed and dried plants became a valuable teaching aid. After my children left home, I began doing volunteer work in the herbarium. This led me in several directions. Familiarity with the collection made me aware that in New Brunswick we have some very rare plants and some special plant populations. Human activities sometimes endangered special plants and animals that can arise. The situation in New Brunswick was forcibly brought home to us when Rachel Carson, in her book Silent Spring, described the effect of forest spraying on the salmon population of the Miramichi River. The need for conservation was obvious. When Harold Hines of the biology department wanted to found an organization for that purpose, a small group of us worked closely to start a company and gain charitable status. We could then accept land for conservation. Through the dedication and hard work of many people, the Nature Trust of New Brunswick is today a highly respected conservation organization with over 40 nature reserves. Familiarity with the herbarium also made me aware that it was the oldest institution of its kind in Canada. It had started in the 1830s, long before the fracturing of the sciences into specialized subjects, when the first professor of science at UNB was expected to teach chemistry, biology, and geology. I researched the history of the collection, and over time, my investigation broadened to cover plant exploration of the whole province, resulting in an e-book which was published just a year ago. What were the motives of the people who had contributed so much to plant exploration of the province? Most of them, I discussed, curiosity, all qualities we would do well to cultivate today. Instead of listing the many attributes which might help you along your way, I will leave you with 3 points for your consideration. Keep learning throughout your lives. Be adaptable. Strive to work well with others to achieve a common goal. But above all, pause occasionally to consider your role in the grand scheme of things, the living world. Today is a day for celebration. Enjoy it with your families and friends and make the most of it. I wish all of you happy and fulfilling lives.
Thank you, Dr. Young. We will now proceed to the conferring of degrees in course. May I extend to all of you who will graduate here today the warmest congratulations of your university. When you first came here as a student, you became a member of the UNB family. Today, all of this family, your teachers, colleagues, friends, administrators, have gathered here today to share in your pride in reaching this important milestone in your lives. We recognize your hard work and your sacrifice, and we wish you every happiness and success in the future. We hope that you will always value what you have learned here, and that you will forever remember your alma mater with affection and with fondness. We will begin with the bachelor's degrees, to be followed by degrees. Candidates for the bachelor's degrees will be presented by the orator.
The bachelor's degrees of science, medical laboratory science, and nursing. Candidates will remain seated for the supplication. Insignissime praeses, implicime cancellari, supplicant senatui et vic venerabili collegia gubernatorum, e baccalaureae vel scholaris in facultate scientiae, in facultate nutricia, Quorum nomina ex studia iam riti cognuta sunt et promulgata, ut admittantur et proprium baccalauri gradum in sua quisque facultate.
Placetne vobis senatores, placetne gubernatis.
The supplicants for all the bachelor's degrees will now stand for presentation by the orator and admission by the president. Insignissime praeses, amplissime cancelleri, tota universitas, praesento vobis hosce supplicatores in supra dictis facultatibus, ut admittantur ad proprium baccalauri gradum in sua quisque facultate, testorque illos, co ad omnia quae statuta nostra requirent, aptos et idonios esse.
Ego admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureae in Universitati Novi Brunswicki.
You will now proceed in your assigned order onto the dais for individual acceptance. The Dean of Science, Dr. David McGee, will present the Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science diplomas. Bachelor of Science with honors. Courtney Antonia Fenwick Burke. Morgan Marie Burgoyne. Ryan Mitchell Christensen. Jamie William Cook. Lynn Brandon Carl Lay Doherty. Joel David English. Babar Iqbal Faradi. Miriam Eve Farron. Lauren Catherine McQuaid Fitzpatrick. Jacob Riley Hambrook. Matthew Jameson Lapper. Mark Maurice Legier. Alana Ray McKinnon. Siddharth Malhotra. Patrick Christopher McIntyre. Jillian Elizabeth McNally. Stacy Lynn Metivier. Nigel Patterson. Dulanga Anjali Ranasinga. Caitlin Marie Rowe. Jennifer Marie Sanford. Danielle Kathleen Scholten. Courtney Lee Smith. Zachary William Stanton. Jordan Daniel Wheeler Thorne. Glo Tan To. Jenna Joan Tyler. Natalie Rose Wallace. Elaine Lillian Wiseman. Ellen Deanna Woodworth. Michael Yilma Yitiyu. Priya Bhutani. Brittany Elizabeth Charnley. Kathleen Florence Doucette. Sandra Gabrielle Elcuri. Brandon Christopher Fillmore. Arya Hakamian. Caitlin Nicole Hanscom. Allison Mary Hubbard. Taylor Dawn Jameson. Brandon Jason Ian McDougall. Megan Eva McKinley. Miranda Alicia May Seeley. Lori Karma Tamagua Gimfuck. Kayla Ann Toner. Catherine Tremblay. Williana Elizabeth Christina Vanderlee. Jason Andrew White. Bachelor of Science, Ashley Deborah Arsenault. Nicole Lee Bailey. Alana Margaret Conrad. Danielle June Corriveau. Morgan Patricia Ann Dugdale. Amanda Dawn Eggers. Benjamin Allen Fitch. Curtis Glenn Gallant. Sydney Christina Graham. Emily Lynn Hartley. Jillian Margaret Hayward. Christina Marie Inman. Francis Calley. Alexander John Raymond Snow. Morgan Brianne Dawn Stevenson. June Rita Amy Vickers. Min Min Wang. Hillary Lynn Yetman. Alana Dale. Patrick Scott Beatty. Jordan Ryan Brown. Robin Mary Brown. Benjamin Joseph Caldwell. Francis Chan. Noah Jeffrey Clark. Adam Brand Cloeta. Braden Ray Costello. Cyrus Nozer Davar. Tasha Simone Didam. Jesse Bernard Fisher. Jennifer Lee Gale. Catherine Garcia. Gravel. Mallory Elaine Hanson. Christopher Zachary Leonard Hayward. David John Hurahan. Wenqi Zheng. Gregory Christopher Kuling. Ashley Dang Kumar. Emily and Alexandra Landry. Erica Lynn Leclerc. Cortland Christopher Lee. Jonathan Thomas Linehan. Melody Ann Catherine McLean. Stephen Robert Curtis McWilliams. Kristen Jane Milbury. Karina Maria Jean Moore. Jade Lottie May Munn. Peter Charles William O'Brien. Gina Celine Willette. Luke Andrew Willette. Neil Glenn Renwick. Inez Laith Salih. Lauren Mackenzie Salmon. Julie Chantel Sirois. Chantel Marie Stack. Sophie Stark. Andrew David Stewart. James Eric David Sudel. Shauna Elizabeth Witt. Luke Walsh. Spencer Riley Watts. Marie Sabine Wizork. Travis Barry Williams. Dylan Robert Woodcock. Sahim Hu. This concludes the The Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science, Marian Narito Issip. Alexander J. Robichaud. Erin Christina Simpson. And this concludes the granting of the Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science degree. The Dean of Nursing, Dr. Kathleen Valentine, will present the Bachelor of Nursing, Kendra Elizabeth Belding. Leslie Ann Boyd. Sarah Ann Rose Brown. Jessica Lynn Clark. Sarah Ann Connors. Ashley Elizabeth Correa. Joel Brenton Curry. Anna Therese DeTore. Amanda Deborah Dean. Kelly Catherine Ann DeBow. Caitlin Jean DeMont. Celia Marie Dixon. Jessica Marie Donnellan. Lindsay Alexandra Donovan. Brianna Glenn Marion Doucette. Emily Marie Nicole Fitzpatrick. Colleen Margaret Foley. Gwen Elizabeth Fraser. Megan Candice Gillette. Sulma Fatima Hussain. Emma Rachel Hislop. Alicia Jalbert. Jennifer Lynn Knorr. Katerina Danielle Lacey. Yajin Lim. Diane Rena Luke. Meg Olivia McDonald. Emily Jane McKinnon. Kayla Elizabeth McLeod. Josie Dominique Maillet. Tammy Lynn Marr. Natasha Dawn Matchett. Nicole Ann Marie Mazerol. Cara Victoria McCulley. Jane Kathy McEachern. Skylar Ann McIntosh. Courtney Eunice Noy. Charlie Kristen Parker. Michelle Dawn Pittman. Tanya Davida Pope. Erin Victoria Quinn. Cynthia Suzanne Reed. Rachel Florence Hawkins Scott. Kim Smith Desrosiers. Rebecca Sarah Sanquois. Lauren Ashley Stokes. Robin Julia Sutherland. Mark Joseph Thibodeau. Emily Ann Thomas. Mark Robert Vale. Starla Ann Walton. Terry Lynn Carissa Wheaton. Courtney Megan Williams. Tricia Walters. Ashley Marie Woodford. Madeline Jane Ride. Whitney Charlotte Yerksa. Dana Mary Boyle. Samantha Rose Brayman. Michelle Madeline Casey. Alicia Hazel Cameron. Hannah Grace Carville. Sarah Camilla Chamberlain. Kaylin Sue Churchill. Caitlin Kathleen Ann Collier. Candace Sylvia Corney. Jamie Lee Allison Cornford. Samantha Elizabeth Court. Jeffrey John Duggan. Lindsay Darlene Ettinger. Amélie Lucille Gauthier. Laura Lee Ann Graham. Haley Elizabeth Mary Guest. Katrina Marie Guittard. Jonathan Daniel Harkwell. Kelsey Alexandra Hasty. Amy Dawn Hoare. Jillian Patricia Hubley. Kayla Mary Kerr. Tammy Kim. Jillian Kirsten Lamoureux. Jordan Elisa McClellan. Calla Jane McQueen. Megan Rose Mahar. Josie Michelin Micah McLean. Marcia Vivian McDonald Gray. Amy Lee Melanson. Savannah Ray Minor. Simone Renee Mitchell. Yanju Nam. Michelle Jean Nallen. Samantha Ann O'Keefe. Jessica Elizabeth Phillips. Morgan Emily Joy Ritchie. Cheryl Lynn Roy. Carly Andrea Sangster. Sarah Jane Saunders. Brooke Marie Sherwood. Shelby Dawn Smith. Chloe Devon Hopkins Soroka. Gregory Elwin Stafford. Amy Dawn Strong. Shauna Lee Eliza Sweeney. Tamara Lee Ann Ward. Emily Michelle Whalen. Trina Margaret Whalen. Melanie Amy Agnes Williams. Sarah Elizabeth Elgie. Caitlin Ann Fife. Devon Hart Jollimore. Gina Caitlin Violette. Tanya Marie McFawn. Ashley Nicole Woods. This concludes the granting of the Bachelor of Nursing degree.
We'll now confer the master's degrees in course. The candidates will be presented by the Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Drew Rendell.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to present the master's degrees of science and nursing Candidates will remain seated for the supplication. Insignissime praesis, amplissime cancellare, supplicanza atui et vic venerabile collegio humeratorum, e baculaure vel scholars in facultate scientiae, in facultate nutricia, quorum nomina ac studia iam rite cognita sunt et promulga, ut admittantur ad proprium magistri gradum in sua quisque facultate.
Placetni vobis senatores, placetni gubernatores, ut his supplicatores admittantur.
The supplicants for the aforesaid master's degrees will now stand for admission by the President. Insignissime praesis, universitas, praesento vobis hoce supplicatores in supradictis facultatibus, ut admittantur ad proprium magistre gradum in sua quisque facultate, testorque illos, quae omnia quae statuta nostra requirant, aptos et idoneos esse.
Ego admitto vos ad gradum magistri in Universitati Novi Brunswicki.
You will now proceed in your assigned order onto the dais for individual acceptance. Dr. John Kershaw, Associate Dean of Graduate Studies, will present the master's diplomas. Master of Science, Michael Fries. Elizabeth Sperry. Hillary Christina Wheeler. For Master of Nursing, Vanda Bernice DeRoche. Christine DeVoe. Emily Catherine Hart. Melissa Angela Marie Panton. Florentina Sorina Tita. Carol Ann Walker. Andrea Catherine Weil.
This concludes the awarding of the master's degree. Could we have another round of applause for them, please? We will now confer the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy. The candidates will be presented by Dr. Rendell.
It is a special pleasure and honor to confer the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy, the highest academic degree conferred by a university. Candidates will stand for the supplication. Insignissime praesis, amplissime cancellare, supplicans natui et vic venerabile collegio gubernatorum. Jordan Barbara Lorraine Donahue, chemistry. Samuel Sunday Hansen, chemistry. Catherine Cooper, geology. Ryan Stanley O'Neill, biology. Christopher John Watson, physics. Magistri vel baccalauri ut admittantu ad gradum philosophiae doctores.
Placetni orbus senatores, placetni gubernatores, ut he supplicatores admittantur.
The candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy will now come forward and stand before the dais for the admission. Insignissime praesis, amplissime cancellare, tota praesento vos hoce supplictantur ad gradum philosophiae doctores, testorque illos, quod omnia quae statuta nostra requicant, aptos et idoneos esse.
Ego admitto vos ad gradum philosophiae doctoris in Universitati Neue Brunswicki.
You will now proceed onto the dais for individual acceptance. For Doctor of Philosophy, Samuel Sunday Hansen. Dr. Hansen used new molecular design to develop the strongest organic reducing agents currently known. His work provides reduction reactions that complement existing methods and should have great application in synthetic chemistry and the pharmaceutical industry. Catherine Deborah O'Connell Cooper to be Doctor of Philosophy in Earth Sciences. Dr. O'Connell Cooper investigated the Manicouagan impact structure in Quebec. She has demonstrated for the first time the existence of fractional crystallization within the melt sheet, with implications for our understanding of impact melt sheet evolution both here on Earth and on other planetary bodies. Ryan Stanley O'Neill to be Doctor of Philosophy in Biology. Dr. O'Neill investigated the process of evolution by gene duplication. In particular, his work revealed functional diversification among members of the septin gene family. Christopher John Watson to be Doctor of Philosophy in Physics. Dr. Watson used GPS measurements to study the dynamics of the Earth's ionosphere in Arctic regions. His findings increase our understanding of the ionospheric response to space weather and will contribute to the development of reliable navigation and high-frequency radio communication capabilities at high latitudes. This concludes the granting of degrees in course.
Congratulations to all the graduates. This translation of your diploma has been placed inside the folder behind the parchment.
I would now like to invite Brooke Yates, president of our Associated Alumni, to welcome our new alumni. Brooke.
Your Honor, Mr. Chancellor, honorary degree recipient Dr. Mary Young, President Campbell, distinguished guest, family, and friends of UNB. Good morning, graduates. It is an honor to share this much anticipated and special day with you. Congratulations on this very important milestone. Traditionally, as part of the graduation ceremony, I, as president of the Associated Alumni, would offer a few words of welcome as you transition things up a bit, and have enlisted some help from fellow members of the alumni family to deliver our welcome message. So I'd ask you to please direct your attention to the two large screens and you'll hear it directly from them.
When we say we're proudly UNB, we're not just saying we went there.
We're saying we're part of something. Something big, something strong, something deep, transformational.
Lifelong.
Something that has allowed me to take on the world, to discover my passions, strengths, to wake up every day and do what I love.
To be part of something special. A global.
To network.
Celebrate our accomplishments together as UNB grads.
And now, it's your turn to make your mark.
Your connection to UNB is not something you leave behind you.
It's something you take with you.
Something you cherish and nurture.
Something you shine brightly. Something you say loudly.
Proudly. You are UNB's greatest ambassadors.
No matter where you go, who you meet, or what you do. Stay connected. UNB is a part of us, who we are, and who you've just become.
You will always be proudly UNB.
Welcome.
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 Welcome to the alumni family.
Welcome. In 2000, the UNB Associate Alumni introduced a new UNB tradition, the presentation of alumni pins to new graduates. We hope this pin will carry the individual memories of a life-changing experience at UNB and serve as a reminder that when you combine an ambitious goal and personal dedication, you can attain anything. Maybe more importantly, the pin is a symbol that you were, are, and will always be part of our family. We are a family of over 83,000 strong who work to better our world each and every day. We hope you wear your pin with pride. We know you leave UNB with more knowledge, a greater sense of community, and the potential to make a significant difference in the quality of your own lives and the lives of those you touch as you take this next step in life's journey. UNB alumni are world-class leaders, innovators, healers, teachers, pioneers, and now our alumni. Now you, our alumni, are you. We know that you will make your own mark on the world, and we cannot wait to see what you do. Congratulations on a job well done, and once again, welcome to the alumni family. I now invite members of our UNB alumni to present the 2016 UNB Alumni Pin.
Thank you, Brooke. Again this year, the graduating class has asked that the valedictory be presented at Encaenia. The valedictorian for this ceremony is Noah Clark from Quispamsis, New Brunswick, who received his Bachelor of Science in Medicinal Chemistry today. Mr. Clark, I invite you to deliver the valedictory address, please.
Now, at this point, I'm sure most of you are thinking, how is 6'7"? Now that you heard that answer, you're all probably wondering if I play basketball. The answer to that question is no. Yes, it is hard to find pants that fit me. Yes, my mother's grocery bill is above average, and no, I do not fit on a twin-size bed. But welcome. Welcome, Your Honor, Chancellor McCain, President Campbell, honorary guests, families, friends, staff, administration, and everyone watching at home, for taking time out of your day to watch 300 people walk across stage, wear the same outfit, grab a piece of paper, as our parents sit in the audience and cheer for us and attempt to embarrass us. And as the day progresses, we will eat food, share stories, take pictures, make our way down to Club Chrome, sit down, have no fun, and continue to study like the courteous students. When all is said and done, we will march across the stage, and we will be able to look back on all the memories that we have cherished together. Like the moments when we found our best friends, receiving our first A+, the late night heart-to-hearts, the classic all-nighters, nights out on the town, society formals, vacations, strike life, stressing over finals, crying to our professors because we need an extension, crying because we think we failed a test, crying because Kayla didn't make the top 2 on The Bachelor, or even crying just because we needed a good cry. All these positive memories that came out of our time here at UNB will stay for us forever as we continue our separate journeys in life. Through our many years of academia, we have also acquired a fair amount of skills, such as collecting money before we order a pizza, or else we're going to end up paying for the whole thing. The important to ensure an optimal parking spot, because there seems to be 200 spaces for about 700 cars. But most importantly, the skill about talking about a test immediately after we have written it to gauge whether we can jump for joy or we can go crying based on what everyone else put. Can I get an amen? There are other life skills out there that we need to know, like cooking, cleaning, paying bills, managing our money, but we can leave that for later. I believe graduation is a time that is important to thank all our contributors to our academic careers. Without Quizlet, Chegg, Khan Academy, Wikipedia, Wolfram Alpha, some of us wouldn't be here today graduating. We also who've been by our sides 24/7, whether they were moments of pure joy or a shoulder to cry on, for packing our lunches, listening to our pointless problems, providing us with free rent, or pushing us to do our best. We not only completed our degrees for ourselves, but we also completed our degrees to make each and every one of you proud of us as you supported us through our journey. To our respective faculties, thank you for your countless hours of advising, answering questions, enduring our crazy outbursts, and providing us with support. Your individual personalities and skills have made every moment of our degree challenging yet enjoyable. You are the backbones of this university and our degrees, and for that, we all thank you. There's one important person in my life who supported me the most. Now, I know this speech is supposed to be for the whole grad class, but I'd like to steal this moment for one quick second. Donna Helen Clark, also known as Mom. Excuse me. You're the most compassionate, caring, and loving being on this planet. You are strong, courageous, and an empowering woman. Taking care of 4 crazy kids, two grandparents, working several jobs, and making sure everyone's needs are met before yours is truly inspiring. You are my role model. I know I barely came home to visit, but it was because I was hardworking, determined, and putting others before myself, just as you showed me. From our short texts to our hour-long phone conversations, you have been there for me throughout my entire life and my time here at UNB. Growing up, there were countless days where I wondered who my biological parents were and how much I would love to meet them. But the fact that you raised me in such a loving and caring way to make me who I am, I'm glad to say I wouldn't have it any other way, and I love you. So where does this leave us? 100 students ready to step out, start new adventures with an opportunity to make a difference. I've been blessed with unique opportunities throughout my life to see the planet and gain life lessons that have changed the way I view the world. These valuable lessons that I've learned have not come from textbooks or from the latest magazines, but they have come from those who cherish everything they have, those who welcome into your home as if they were your own, and those whose core values are centered around family and friends. Also, from those who have walked 20 kilometers to get medicine to save their loved ones. We are in the top percentile of this planet. We have the talent, education, and skills, endless possibilities to make a difference. By no means am I here today telling you to step on the next plane to Africa and help a developing country. But if you feel that is what you're supposed to do, by no means, do not let anyone stop you. We can become the generation that cherishes every moment that is given to us, because we never know when that opportunity may slip out of our fingertips. We can become a group of individuals that when faced with opportunity to extend aid to those in need, we can leap into action as if they were our own brothers and sisters. We ought to become those individuals when we look at someone, we do not see them for their race, their gender, or the way they look or where they come from. We see them for their individuality as we look past their outward appearance. As we inspire to become the next greatest doctor, greatest dentist, lab assistant, RN, NP, health worker, researcher, professor, or whatever career path we may choose, we will take hold of every opportunity we have to walk those 20 kilometers for every single person we meet, because those people who do that are the ones who are changing the world. Grad class of 2016, I congratulate you all, and I wish you all the best of luck. I'm thankful for all the countless memories and friendships that I made, #only here at UNB. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah. That was really well done. Graduates, as Noah paid tribute to the people who allowed him, gave him the opportunity and the support that he needed to succeed here, I hope you all took a moment to reflect on those who supported you in your journey to this day. A small subset of them are either seated beside you or in the stands around you, and I would ask you to stand up. Remember those who weren't able to be here today, but give a round of applause to those folks who were here. Please, graduates. Thank you. Very few of us reach this place on our own. Please be seated. On behalf of the Chancellor, the Board of Governors, the Senate, and the faculty and staff, I extend to all of you who have received your degrees here today our most sincere congratulations and our very best wishes for your future. Special thank you to the St. John String Quartet, Ali Leonard, Danny Sametz, Christopher Buckley, Sonia Adams, and trumpeter Robert Dutton for providing the music for our 187th Encaenia. Thank you. I would also like to thank all of those who have assisted with the arrangements for this Encaenia. It takes a small army of people to try and make this event as enjoyable as we can for our students and their families. At the conclusion of the ceremony, you are all invited to cross the street to attend an Encaenia Hall in McConnell Hall. The Associated Alumni will be selling diploma frames at the Encaenia T. Photo booth has been with your family and with your friends. It is now my pleasure to invite Josie McLean, who received her Bachelor of Nursing degree here this morning, to come on to the platform and lead us in the singing of O Canada. I would ask that everyone stand, and please stay standing until the academic procession has retired. Josie.
Tony Suarez.